Welcome back to the B&B Spoilers channel. Today, we will dive deep into the swirling winds of romance and rivalry on The Bold and the Beautiful, where Brooke Logan's heart might just find a new rhythm, though not with her longtime love, Ridge Forrester. For years, the iconic bridge duo seemed unbreakable, a cornerstone of drama on the CBS soap. However, recent upheavals, including the seismic shift caused by Hope Logan and Carter Walton's bold moves in the corporate and personal arenas, have left Brooke standing on shaky ground. Despite the heartbreak, a glimmer of hope emerges on the romantic horizon for our beloved blonde bombshell. Let's uncover the tantalizing details of what's in store. Warning, spoilers ahead. First, let's revisit the storm that broke Brooke and Ridge apart. Their love story, once a bedrock of The Bold and the Beautiful, has weathered countless betrayals and reconciliations, only to hit an unexpected wall. Hope and Carter's recent power play at Forrester Creations didn't just shake up the boardroom, it sent shockwaves through personal alliances. Brooke, who has often been the queen of comebacks, found herself sidelined as Ridge gravitated back to familiar territory with Taylor Hayes, his other great love and the mother of his children. The emotional fallout has painted Brooke as a woman scorned, yet her resilience shines through. Whispers on the set suggest that Brooke isn't one to wallow for long, and a surprising figure from her past is about to rekindle old flames in a way that could change everything. Enter Nick Marone, portrayed by the charismatic Jack Wagner, whose return to the CBS soap is set to ignite the screen starting June 18. Nick, the son of Massimo Marone, hasn't been a significant part of the B&B tapestry since 2012, with only a fleeting cameo in 2022 that left fans yearning for more. This time, however, insiders promise a much meatier arc for the ruggedly handsome Marone. Previews hint at an extended stay, with Nick entangled in some of the summer's most explosive storylines. His reappearance is more than a nostalgic nod, it's a calculated chaos agent designed to upend existing dynamics. As the half-brother to Ridge Forrester, their shared history is a cauldron of conflict, marked by fierce battles over Forrester Creations and, more passionately, over the hearts of women like Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan herself. Adding another layer of complexity, Nick's past marriage to Brooke's daughter, Bridget Forrester, ensures that his return will unearth buried tensions and unresolved emotions. The sibling rivalry between Ridge and Nick has always been a spectacle, a clash of titans vying for dominance in both business and love. Back in the day, when Nick wasn't challenging Ridge for control of the family fashion empire, he was often caught in a romantic tug-of-war over Brooke. Their shared history with her is a labyrinth of passion and pain, with moments of tenderness overshadowed by bitter competitions. Now, with Ridge seemingly settled with Taylor, the stage is set for Nick to step back into Brooke's orbit. Could this be the catalyst that forces Ridge to confront his true feelings for Brooke? Or will Nick's charm and shared past with Brooke forge a new path for her, one free from the shadow of Forrester family drama? Fans are buzzing with speculation about whether old sparks will reignite into a roaring fire or fizzle out under the weight of past mistakes. Brooke Logan, for her part, has been navigating a sea of loneliness since Ridge's abrupt pivot back to Taylor. Her heart, so often a battlefield, yearns for a connection that validates her worth beyond the Forrester name. Multiple attempts to mend fences with Ridge have been met with a cold shoulder, leaving Brooke to question if their epic romance has truly reached its final chapter. Yet, as the saying goes, when one door closes, another opens. Nick Marone's return could be that unexpected doorway to joy. Their past relationship, though tumultuous, was peppered with genuine moments of understanding, something Brooke desperately craves after recent rejections. Imagine the charged encounters as they reunite, their conversations laced with nostalgia and unspoken what-ifs. Will Brooke find solace in Nick's arms, or is this merely a detour on her journey back to Ridge? The anticipation surrounding Jack Wagner's return as Nick Marone is palpable, with the B&B community eagerly counting down to June 18. This isn't just a cameo, it's a full-blown revival of a character who once held Brooke's heart in his hands. Their chemistry, even after all these years, promises to deliver sparks that could light up the Los Angeles skyline. Reflect for a moment on their history. Do you recall the intensity of Nick and Brooke's connection in the early 2000s, when their love seemed to defy all odds? It was a romance born from chaos, yet it carried a sincerity that resonated with many. Now, with both characters older and wiser, their dynamic could evolve into something deeper, perhaps a partnership built on mutual healing rather than rivalry. Or, given the soap opera penchant for drama, might external forces, like Ridge's jealousy or family interference, threaten to derail their reunion before it even begins? Moreover, Nick's return isn't just about Brooke, it's a ripple effect that will touch every corner of the B&B universe. His interactions with Ridge will undoubtedly be a highlight, as their brotherly animosity reignites over old grudges and new stakes. Will Ridge's protective instincts over Forrester creations clash with Nick's ambitions, or will their conflict center solely on Brooke's affections? And what about Bridget, whose past with Nick adds a delicate layer of awkwardness to this reunion? The potential for layered storytelling here is immense, offering a feast of drama for longtime viewers and newcomers alike. Nick's presence could also intersect with younger characters, perhaps offering mentorship or stirring up trouble in unexpected quarters. Think of the possibilities if he crosses paths with Hope or Steffi in the corporate arena. As we wrap up this deep dive into the upcoming bold and the beautiful twists, one question looms large: will Brooke and Nick's rekindled romance stand the test of time, or is it doomed to be another fleeting chapter in her storied love life? Their shared history suggests a bond that's hard to break, yet the ever-shifting sands of soap opera loyalties remind us that nothing is certain in Los Angeles's most glamorous circles. We invite you to share your thoughts. Do you think Nick is the key to Brooke's happily ever after, or is Ridge's pull too strong to resist? Next, we will delve into the mysterious and intriguing financial conundrum surrounding Luna Nozawa on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans are buzzing with questions about where this enigmatic character is getting the funds to support her lavish lifestyle, especially after the jaw-dropping June 5 episode where Luna was seen purchasing a 9mm gun, a purchase that doesn't come cheap. As the plot thickens, The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint at darker motives behind Luna's actions, including a potential plan to target Steffi Forrester. But the burning question remains: how is an unemployed former intern affording such extravagance? Let's unpack the clues, explore the possibilities, and speculate on the origins of Luna's mysterious money stash. To start, let's rewind to Luna's history on the show and the perplexing financial puzzle that has emerged. Once a bright-eyed intern at Forrester Creations, Luna's time in the fashion world was short-lived, overshadowed by a stint in prison that would have drained any meager savings from her brief employment. Her paychecks from those early days must be long gone, spent on basic survival or legal woes during her darker times. Yet, in recent episodes, we've seen Luna not just scraping by, but thriving in a way that defies logic. From her sleek apartment to her impeccable style. Think designer outfits, flawless manicures, and salon-perfect hair, Luna exudes an air of wealth that doesn't match her current unemployed status. The moment that truly raised eyebrows was when she handed a shady gun dealer an envelope stuffed with cash, a transaction that suggests she has access to significant funds. How did a woman with no visible means of income come by such resources? This mystery is the talk of the B&B fandom, and the showrunners are clearly dangling this carrot to keep us guessing. One possible explanation lies in Luna's family ties, particularly with her grandmother, Sheila Sharp, a character known for her cunning and resourcefulness. Sheila, who currently works at Il Giardino, has shown a protective streak toward her granddaughter, even setting Luna up in a modest apartment as seen in recent episodes. Could Sheila be the secret benefactor behind Luna's lifestyle? It's plausible that she might have opened a bank account or provided a lump sum to help Luna get back on her feet after prison. However, funding an entire lifestyle, complete with expensive purchases like firearms, seems a stretch for someone on a restaurant worker's salary, even for a schemer like Sheila. Perhaps Sheila has tapped into some hidden savings or illicit earnings from her notorious past to support Luna. After all, her history is riddled with questionable dealings, and it wouldn't be the first time she's bent the rules for family. But is this theory enough to account for the scale of Luna's spending? Another angle to consider is Luna's past connection with Bill Spencer, a man whose wealth and influence on the bold and the beautiful are legendary. At one point, Bill played the role of Luna's benefactor, offering her a place to stay in exchange for her good behavior. A deal that crumbled when he abruptly cast her out. On the surface, Bill made it clear he was done with Luna, washing his hands of her drama. Yet, Bill's character often reveals a softer side beneath his tough exterior, especially when it comes to those he's helped in the past. Could he be silently funneling money to Luna, perhaps as a lingering act of guilt or pity? After all, his role in securing her release from prison was a significant gesture, and a few $1,000s here and there would be pocket change for a billionaire like Bill. Imagine secret late-night calls or discreet bank transfers. Bill might be keeping this support under wraps to avoid scrutiny from his family or business associates. This theory adds a layer of intrigue, hinting at a complex dynamic between the two. Beyond family and former allies, there's also the possibility that Luna has found a more unconventional source of income. With her striking looks and undeniable charisma, Luna could easily attract admirers willing to bankroll her lifestyle. Is there a mysterious sugar daddy in the picture, someone off-screen who's captivated by her charm and willing to fund her every whim? Perhaps a wealthy businessman or a shadowy figure from her prison days has taken her under their wing, providing cash in exchange for companionship or loyalty. This scenario isn't far-fetched given Luna's apparent disregard for societal norms. After all, she's already crossed moral lines by allegedly taking 2 lives for personal gain. Her boldness and resourcefulness could have led her to such an arrangement, trading on her allure to secure financial stability. Picture clandestine meetings in upscale hotels or cryptic messages arranging payments. Luna's life could be a web of secrets we've yet to unravel. Taking this speculation a step further, what if Luna has ventured into even murkier territory, perhaps working as an escort or engaging in other underground activities? Her actions, including the purchase of a gun with the intent to neutralize Steffi Forrester, suggest a willingness to operate outside the law. If Luna is indeed involved in such a lifestyle, it could explain the envelopes of cash and her polished appearance. Earnings from illicit work would provide the means to maintain her glamorous facade. This theory paints Luna as a femme fatale, navigating a dangerous double life that contrasts sharply with her innocent in-turn persona from years past. Maybe she's forged connections with unsavory characters during her time behind bars, leveraging those contacts now for profit. The image of Luna coolly negotiating with a gun dealer hints at a comfort with the underbelly of society, making this dark possibility all the more credible. Adding another twist to the narrative, let's consider if Luna's money might stem from an inheritance or a hidden windfall tied to her family's history. Could there be an undisclosed trust fund or a long-lost relative who left her a fortune? Sheila's past is a treasure trove of secrets, and it's not implausible that a forgotten Marone or sharp family connection has surfaced to bolster Luna's finances. Perhaps legal documents or a surprise letter revealed a stash of money meant for Luna, providing her with the means to live beyond her apparent circumstances. This would add a soap opera classic, a hidden legacy, to the storyline, enriching the drama with echoes of past generations. Envision Luna uncovering old family ledgers or meeting with a mysterious lawyer to claim her fortune, a plot twist that could tie her financial mystery to deeper B&B lore. As we ponder these myriad possibilities, the question of Luna's financial backing remains tantalizingly unanswered, fueling endless speculation among the bold and the beautiful devotees. Her journey, from forester intern to prison inmate to a woman wielding cash and weapons, suggests a character on the edge, driven by desperation or calculated ambition. Whether her money comes from Sheila's scheming, Bill's covert generosity, a shadowy sugar daddy, illicit work, or a surprise inheritance, each theory opens new doors for dramatic reveals in upcoming episodes. Luna's motives, especially her apparent vendetta against Steffi, only heighten the stakes, making her money mystery a linchpin of the current storyline. How does an unemployed young woman afford such a life, and what will she do with her resources next? We will explore the spiraling chaos surrounding Luna Nozawa on The Bold and the Beautiful, as her desperate search for love and acceptance collides with growing fears about her unstable state of mind. The latest episodes have painted a chilling picture of Luna's unraveling, with her actions stirring panic among key characters like Steffi Forrester and Finn. As tensions escalate, old alliances are tested, and dangerous intentions come to light, particularly with Sheila Sharp back in the fray. Join us as we dive into the tangled web of relationships, rejections, and dark secrets, uncovering new layers and speculative twists to this gripping storyline. Let's begin with the palpable unease at the Forrester estate, where Steffi and Finn are grappling with mounting concerns over Luna's erratic behavior. Fresh from his daily swim, Finn shared a tender, passionate moment with Steffi, their kisses a brief reprieve from the anxiety that's kept her tossing and turning at night. Steffi's restless thoughts are consumed by Luna, a once trusted figure whose recent actions have sparked genuine fear about what she might do next. The couple's worry has only deepened with Sheila's unexpected return to their lives, her persistent calls adding an extra layer of stress they're desperate to avoid. Choosing to ignore Sheila's outreach, they brace themselves for whatever storm Luna might bring. Their private discussion was interrupted by Liam Spencer's arrival, who expressed heartfelt gratitude for their support and the chance to stay in the guest house, cherishing extra moments with his daughter Kelly. Naturally, the conversation turned to Luna, and after hearing about her shocking recent visit, Liam's concern mirrored their own. Despite Finn and Steffi's assurances that they've got the situation under control, Liam's visibly shaken demeanor spoke volumes. Finn, ever the protector, made a solemn vow to shield Steffi from any harm, no matter the cost, a promise that hints at dramatic confrontations on the horizon. Meanwhile, across town, another dynamic duo, Deacon Sharp and Sheila, found themselves reflecting on their own reconciliation with a warm smile, a stark contrast to the troubling topic of Luna's downward spiral. Over a quiet morning, they revisited the night before, basking in their renewed bond, before their conversation inevitably shifted to Luna's troubling path. Sheila revealed her futile attempts to warn Finn and Steffi about the looming danger, her frustration evident as her pleas fell on deaf ears. After Deacon headed off to work at Il Giardino, Sheila took a proactive step, reaching out to Poppy Nozawa via text with an urgent tone. As she waited for a response, Sheila's mind wandered back to darker memories of Luna's transformation, a chilling descent into a threatening mindset, including a horrifying intent to end Steffi's life. When Poppy arrived, her initial defensiveness crumbled under Sheila's blunt warning about Luna's instability. Sheila didn't mince words, labeling Luna as a genuine danger capable of catastrophic mistakes worse than any in her past. Poppy, however, recoiled at the responsibility, sharply declaring that Luna was no longer her concern. Unwilling to let Poppy walk away, Sheila physically halted her, delivering the bombshell news of Luna's explicit targeting of Steffi, urging Poppy to intervene with maternal love before tragedy strikes. This heated exchange sets up a potential reckoning, as Sheila's desperation clashes with Poppy's denial. At the heart of this storm is Luna herself, whose quest for connection takes a desperate turn as she reaches out to Bill Spencer, summoning him to her apartment in a last-ditch effort to find an ally. When Bill arrived, Luna poured her heart out in a raw, emotional plea, detailing her sense of abandonment by everyone in her life. Her voice trembled as she begged Bill not to forsake her too, appealing to his compassion with tears and tales of rejection. Yet, her carefully crafted sob story failed to sway the hardened businessman. Bill cut through her narrative with a firm rebuttal, asserting that Luna was far from the victim she portrayed herself to be. As Luna accused him of betrayal, Bill countered with a regretful admission about facilitating her release from prison, a decision he now questioned. Her increasing frenzy, ranting about the town's desire to see her gone, only solidified Bill's stance. He agreed with the sentiment, coldly stating that Los Angeles was no longer her home and that his hands were tied. With a final, resolute farewell, Bill underscored that no one, not even he, could help her now, leaving Luna to pack her bags and exit their lives. As the door shut behind him, Luna's anguish morphed into anger, her focus narrowing on Steffi as the source of her woes. With a trembling hand, she reached for a drawer, revealing the gun hidden within. A silent promise of her next, potentially deadly move. Luna's desperation didn't end with Bill's rejection, it propelled her to seek out Deacon at Il Giardino, hoping for a shred of the second chance he once extended to Sheila. Upon her arrival, Deacon's reaction was immediate and hostile, ordering her to leave without hesitation. Undeterred, Luna pleaded for just a moment of his time, her voice cracking as she yearned for redemption and a place in his heart. She pointed to Sheila's own journey of forgiveness as a precedent, questioning why she couldn't be afforded the same grace. But Deacon's resolve was unyielding, his gaze fell on the framed photos of Hollis and Tom, a somber reminder of past losses possibly tied to Luna's actions.